Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. So today I'm going to be doing a read about what new parts of your life are going to be changing and shifting for the better, what you're going to be doing. I ran across this old note that I had printed down, and it was so beautiful, and it opened my eyes to such a simple way to look at how to heal and grow. And it was basically saying that this is a part of my life where I silently remove myself from anyone who hurts me more than they love me. They drain me more than they replenish me. They bring me more stress than they do peace, and they try to stunt my growth rather than clap for it. So I think that we've done more than enough talking and trying to make things work with certain people, right? I think this is the time where we decide we're done. We're opening a new door. We're going to only entertain a more elevated state of person that wants us to grow and learn, achieve, and be our best possible selves. Anybody else just needs to gently fall by the wayside. They just do. Other people, if they're not growing and advancing with us, they're not necessarily going to want us to go out there and strive, because people don't like the feeling of being left behind. So they unfortunately will try to derail us and other things like that. So this is having a really clear perspective, right? We're not going to let the world make us bitter or have the actions of other people turn us cold on the inside. This is about warm light and being with beautiful tribes people that want us to elevate ourselves. So we're going to elevate our company. This is the age of Aquarius, where we get with people that just want a peaceful existence. It's not that they want to accomplish, do, and be better, higher, whatever. It's higher thinking, right? Higher learning, stepping forward into the bright light of what you are, serving your purpose to the world by sharing your amazing gifts, which you all have. Look in the mirror and say, I am gifted, I am valuable, I am worthy of love and friendship. Damn it, I'm just enough as I am. And let's just walk into the day in this brilliant light, just absorbing all this brilliance and beauty that's around us, right? That's what we want. That's what we were made for. It's crazy. I posted this today, that there's always some truth behind just kidding. There's always some knowledge behind I don't know. There's always some emotion behind I don't care. And there's always pain behind it's okay. So we're going to recognize that in ourselves and with other people around, and reach out to them and reach out to ourselves when we feel like that, right? I love it, because our reaction to a situation literally has the power to change the situation itself. I don't like this situation, therefore I'm going beyond it. I'm moving away from it. Or I'm going to take a keen look at it. I'm not going to be upset by somebody being petty and ridiculous and trying to distract me from my journey. I'm going to have a sip of coffee. Sometimes when I get very emotional in a certain statement, I can feel my throat constrict, because I'm dealing with a lot of very beautiful people that are my clients, and they're surrounded by, idiots and naysayers and people that just basically want to distract. And I find it from myself, because I have a healthy detachment, I can guide them through it. But myself, I do know that that's happened to me, and it's so distressing. Now I create an environment where I'm pretty much untouchable from that. I'm in my own bubble, in my own offices, and I'm the boss of all my businesses. So I'm the boss, bitch. I gotta fly. Anybody gives me any kind of slack, I take time to myself, you know what I mean? Now the only thing that I'm coping with is, if family has issues and they're projecting or whatever, but I can deal with that. But again, it's harder when it's our families. I know this. It's harder when it's our close friends. Luckily, my friends just don't play in that realm. They're very supportive and they're very loving, and that's the clearance level that I did. So now it's your time as well, because you really are getting ready to step forward. Your beautiful, bright inner light is ready to get out there and shine and be the best you can. So I'm going to have a fun read with pick your own deck today, and I also have an animal that you can choose from, and I'll tell you the little beautiful snippet that goes with it as well. So the first deck is right here, and if you guys remember, I'll just pull the first card so you can be reminded: utopia, peace, serenity, paradise, what the decks are like. And your animal too, if you were thinking of a choice, is leopard. This is about stealth, strength, and purity. Okay, and that's going to be deck 1. And deck 2, you have seahorse, and this is the tarot deck. Okay, I love this, and I'm going to be breaking it in half. I just shuffled it. Now the seahorse energy is about strength, guidance. It's symbolic of transformation and feminine energy. So That's that deck. My ear is ringing, so my guides are ready. I was really hyped up. I was like, maybe I won't read until the evening and I'll take the entire day off. And then I want to suggest this girl, you guys, because she's absolutely brilliant. She's called the Insightful Intuitive, and her name is Molly Paris. I don't know how the hell I missed her, but she just popped up on my radar yesterday. Unbelievable, on point, very skilled, natural, authentic, beautiful gift. Please go see her. Again, it's the Insightful Intuitive. I mean, she just knocked my socks off, and I started watching several of her videos because the way that she states things are very simplistic. It's very, it opens that portal where you're like, you have all those aha moments, and that's very rare with a lot of readers out there. But she's like that she bear, beautiful ebullience, natural joy and grace and beauty that we know life to be when we're looking for good things. So go check her out, because she was really something else. And then we have deck 3. I love the art in this, and this is about the spider, which is indicative of protection, aid, and wisdom. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Oof. So I'm going to let you make your choice. I'm going to take a deep breath. I'm so excited about so many things that I was studying last night. And when I get like that, I get crazy. It's like it just brings my heart alive. I go within. I allow everything that's not resonant to be purged. So, I can come from my heart space, and then I absorb all this new information, and I literally am bursting at the seams to share it. So I'm going to try to keep calm and speak slowly as I'm channeling today, because I'm not trying to get all crazy. But again, I posted this, and I want you guys to know this too. Do not let the internet rush you. Nobody is posting their failures. Okay, so when you see all this beauty and amazement out there, that is the best of the best. That is a captured moment. Don't be rushing yourself to try to get to these finish lines. The journey is the beautiful process of this. And I just learned so many lessons last night that I was just ready to just shriek and herald all this great new information that I saw. So we're going to start with deck number 1. Now, basically, this read, I decided, is going to be about the changes that are being heralded and the messages that are meant for us right now, because there's quite a few. So I'm going to pull 3 of these. You have emotional freedom, very important. You have emergence, gorgeous. And then you have the throat portal, beautiful. And what's really good for your throat chakra is any of the blue stones, lapis lazuli, celestite, all of those blue stones. They really clear the throat chakra. Sodalites. I like labradorite for it as well, and I also love like Larimar, those blue stones. It's just like, it's very freeing. I feel like lapis is the strongest one, very, very helpful. So we're going to start with emotional freedom for you right here. This is about vulnerability, flowing, and rebalancing. So basically, in order to prepare ourselves for love, our soulmates, new friendships, our new year at school, wherever we're doing and participating in, that we do allow ourselves to be vulnerable. And all that means is that we're granting other people access to our authentic self. We're saying hello. We're inviting them in to our world and learn a little bit about us if they want. We can get a cup of coffee with these people. We're being vulnerable. If we like somebody, we want to spend time with them, but we have to get out of our phone and our headspace by lifting our face, saying, there is access to this person, by making eye contact, smiling, all of that. You're letting your natural emotions flow, how you feel. You're not trying to create a persona of what you're not. Like everything, just be very readable, be very honest with everything. It rebalances us when we say what we feel, and we're responsible for our emotions and how we emote them out into the world and connect with other people. A beautiful grace and fluid energy kind of emanates around us, and people feel that we are trustworthy, that we are the people that we are authentically portraying, because we are. It's not these kind of weird stopgap things that people sometimes, that an authentic person when you see them, and there is a kind of beautiful connection with that. And I feel like that's what you're ready for. You're ready for these gorgeous connections, because with the emergence card, you're creating something new, something vital, this new energy. It's like a resurrection of the magician energy of saying, I'm here. I'm really ready to co-create. I'm ready to get out there and experience and breathe in love. and have blessings along my path. So you're going to step forward into this bright light and be like, hey, I'm ready to connect with my higher self and allow to be guided to my higher purpose right now. I feel like the veil of illusion is going to fall away. You're going to find a lot of answers with this Magician card. You know, your life path purpose. So many of you are asking right now, what do I really want? And we really do need to pinpoint what that is and start to move significantly in that direction by letting all these other distractions out of the way. You know, shopping, all the BS, drinking, overeating, all the things that we try to fill that void with because we want to procrastinate, right? Because a lot of people have this fear. If I point at it and go, that's what I want, that's my choice. I can't have anything else. And we can have a whole spectrum of choices. That will just be one of them. But we need to start to identify and have focus and move in that direction, right? But also at this point, I feel with this overall, especially the throat portal and speaking your truth and courage and past depression, you need to look at each story in your life that repeats itself in your mind. Ask yourself, is this true? You know, am I a greedy person? Am I a stubborn person? Am I whatever anybody is speaking that kind of like distracts you and your ego is chatting at you, because your ego again is going to want to complicate. It's going to want to question you. Ask yourself, is this true? Of course it's not. Of course you're not selfish, greedy, stubborn, or whatever. We all do have a shadow self, but that is not who you are. A moment in time that might add discomfort to somebody else's life where they then lash out and call you something. It's not who you are. That's a subconscious implant of somebody saying when you were young, oh, don't be lazy, this and that you just keep repeating it. Ourselves will always reach for that insult. I don't know why that happens. It's very terrible that we're quicker to believe a unfortunate truth about ourselves than a beautiful truth about ourselves, that we're giving, we're loving, we're able, we're capable, and we're ready, right? That is the real truth. You are ready. Lift up your burdens and allow the divine to free you from them. It's time to just release them. Allow yourself to be cleansed of anything that is weighing you down. That's your new statute. I am cleansed. I am relieved of these heavy burdens that don't belong to me. Other people's opinions that I don't value about me. Other people's, I feel like other people project, and that sometimes we absorb this. We're releasing. So allow yourself to relax with the currents of life right now, because these changes are going to take you even closer for what you're meant to be. You're really just drifting into this new, beautiful, actualized self, and just allow it, because it is your time, and that is your message. Very clear. I mean, I felt so pulled to do this read right now, and I was just ready. My ears were ringing, so I was like, let's do this. So I hope that this resonates with you. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. The Etsy store, all my goodies, and I have Edward here in the back. I thought I'd pull him back out. I'm going to give him a little swish for you guys if you remember him. I'm actually going to have a contest on Instagram with Edward. He was here from the beginning with me, and we're going to have a September giveaway so he can be in your home at Halloween. Unfortunately, you guys, it has to be for the US, that particular contest, because of the weight of Edward. He would cost a gazillion dollars to send overseas because he's probably like 2 pounds. He's very heavy, but I know you guys loved him, so I definitely want to run that contest. So yeah, you're emerging, you guys, into this beautiful vision of yourself that you always knew was there. You're just prepared now, and you're ready to do this, and you're like, let's go, let's do this. So again, all my links are down below. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to press like and subscribe if you like this video. So now we're on to the beautiful seahorse, which is all about strength, guidance, and transformation. Also a beautiful yin, feminine energy. I'm going to cut the deck in half. How weird is that? How weird that this was like face up in there. I'm going to take that because that's weird that one card was face up in the middle of the deck. You have the 8 of Swords. You have the Queen of Wands. Woo. And you have the King of Swords. Oh, so you guys, so you have crazy love coming towards you right now. I love when the characters face one another. And the Queen of Wands means that's passion. You're prepared for love. You're prepared to move into this beautiful state of acceptance, you know? You're going to be finding peace. You're going to be believing in yourself. You're moving away from that overthinking process, overcritical self-analyzation phase, and you're just ready for love. You're like, you know what? I'm going to make every day better than the last one. I'm going to be a positive person towards others. Definitely, I will make a difference. I will get back up every time I fall. There's nothing that will get me down. Today, I will make stride towards growth. The Queen of Wands is all about positioning herself with elevated company, with beautiful surroundings in terms of knowledge and answers, and instead of instead of reacting to somebody being negative, she has a beautiful response of either utter silence, because most of the time people that are fractious and obnoxious don't deserve a verbal response. That's all they want. They want you to engage. So when you don't, take my advice. It will freak people out more than anything if you legit just dead stare them in the face when they say something insulting. When they have no recourse when you just look at them, because they want an engagement and they're ready to fight. So when you just suck the power right out of them by looking at them, that's the Queen of Wands. You're not engaging. You're not playing those low games anymore. You're going within and relaxing. You're shifting into your body and listening to your best self. You're releasing the emotions that have been storing up there so you can move forward. You're detoxifying. The King of Swords energy is about straight-laced speaking, thinking, authentic, honest self. And when you're honest and when you're striding towards your best self in your journey, you have nothing to look over your shoulder about. You're not hiding anything. There's no pretense, so you're not like, oh, what did I say or do? You didn't create some false persona. You're absolutely yourself. And what that comes is avoiding your brain to be creative, to be insightful, to be the person that has these big goals that you can go and see and do. And your imagination is really ripe right now with creativity, and you're embodying this divine feminine that you can connect back to fertile life source. You're really, really expanding now. It's so beautiful. You're moving into a stage of insane enthusiasm, encouragement, and success, and you're encouraging others, and you're creating a rich environment for other people to thrive and do well around you, and people respect and love you for that. So always know that when we stop, slow down, and we have a kind word and a little bit, we don't have an aversion to growth. We're going in, we're like, okay, the situation is not all that it could be. So how could I help just clear the energy in the air? And you're going into that, and you're creating trust, loyalty, and serenity around you. And people are like, whoa, this dude has some wisdom, you know what I mean? And with that comes like nobility and dignity. That's why these are elevated king and queen, because you're just not scavenging around there with these little crazy woodpeckers, and it's restoring your vitality and strength and keeping you elevated and in elevated company and in a strong, discerning attitude, which is really beautiful, group 2. I love that energy for you. Gorgeous. And that is your message. So if you're new to the channel, don't forget to press like and subscribe. My name is Melanie. Thank you for watching my channel, and thanks to all my regulars and my subscribers and your beautiful comments. And oh my gosh, you people over on Instagram leaving messages. I'm like so tearful. Unbelievable. In fact, I'm gonna have to thank somebody personally at the beginning of my next video that like made my night with her beautiful, beautiful message, like heart stopping, honest to goodness. And all my links are down below. I appreciate you guys so much. If you need a private read, if you want to come see me on Instagram at Sparkwist11, I do daily posts and memes and funny, crazy things for all my faves. And just come over there. It's a funny tribe. I love them. Insightful, beautiful people. Great stuff. So that is you guys' beautiful energy. So now we're on to group 3, the spider, which is all about protection, aid and wisdom. And I really feel right now already, this group, that you have some beautiful prestige coming your way. Like something's going to be illuminated that you've done. So prosperity is going to follow with that, because you've encouraged others. They're now encouraging you to take these steps. I feel like this might be people that have to do with light working, starting their own channel, acting, singing, all of these things in the arts, and you're going to meet with success because you're now in a stable kind of environment where you know you can get your power and your passion from this. And with that comes, the truth that you are gifted. It's as simple as that. So let's see what's coming for you. The Time Guardian. You have time. That's another thing. That thing that I posted this morning that I thought was so unique, and I was like, don't let the internet rush you. Nobody is posting their failures. You have time. A lot of the best actors in the world hadn't even started acting till their 40s. A lot of the best writers were later in life. All of these things, we are not in a hurry, so we can post this fabulous thing, right? Like this this celestial paycheck. Look, ta-da! What are we really trying to do? We never want to make anybody else feel less than, right? So we want some inclusive energy. We can all do this. We can all succeed. If we just looked in the mirror every morning and said, you know what? I'm proud of you every day you're trying. You get a new shot at life every single day. Now let's make this a good one. That's all it takes. And then believe in yourself. Have great inner dialogue. I'm worthy. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I want. I know that I'm filled with love for other people. I know I'm deserving, and then step into that gorgeous energy. But you have time for everything. Know that. There is no deadline. Lady of the New Buds is about nurture your tenderness. And this is towards yourself and others. This is saying, if you see somebody and they look like they're having a bad day, it is going to help your internal growth and how you feel by simply reaching out and saying, hey, are you all right? It only takes one person to acknowledge the fact that another human is suffering for that person to come out and go, oh my God, thank God I'm not alone in this world. There's nothing worse than feeling isolated when you're in a time of crisis. So by doing this, you are elevating everything around you. You are increasing your vibration. You are cashing in on that karmic beauty that you have, that we all have. So really do take the time with a classmate, a workmate, a family member, if they look down, just to reach out and go, how is there something I can do to help you? Because as we all know, we all have these things, like I call them periodic mini mental breakdowns, where all of a sudden this tiny little molehill turned into this friggin' huge mountain out of nowhere. And you know why? Because nobody's around to help us to discern that is not a reality, and our brain makes it bigger and bigger and bigger, and our ego cheers it on and goes, yeah, destroy the peace of mind. I'm serious, this happens with me too. I can have one little snafu in business. Like I'm telling you, sometimes my Etsy drives me crazy, because going overseas, sometimes one of the places, like, see, it's already frazzling me, that customs and excise or whatever it is will hold a package, because there's thousands of them, and there's thousands of them. It can go through in 2 to 3 days. Sometimes in Eastern European countries, it can legit hold that package for 2 weeks or 3 weeks. So a particular customer might be like, is it coming? Is it coming? And here's the thing, it'll stop in transit, so I don't even know where it is. Like this happened last week, and I started to make myself crazy, because it takes a lot of work and love that go into these pieces. And then I feel like these people are not only never going to get it, but I always offer full refunds. If people don't get what they want, it's like, I am all about business ethics. If people don't get what they ordered and it goes over 40 days, I give them a full refund. That is always going to happen. But I get upset that I feel like these pieces are lost on the bottom of the ocean. But again, this is what I mean. I become manic about it, and then I go, whoa. That's not even the reality. This is a moment in time where something hasn't arrived when people expect it to, or you expect it to. It's not the end of the world, right? Coming back to reality, and that's what you're going to be able to do too. So you also have the Dragon Fae of rebirth. This is whole again. This is you realizing, whoa, okay, I felt like pieces of me were broken off, or I gave them away because I gave away my time, energy for people that weren't deserving to it. Or at work, I stretched myself too thin because other people are being lazy. This is going, nope, I'm reevaluating what I need to take care of me to make me feel good, for me to feel joyful, for me to feel good, encouraged, successful, all of that. Huge illumination process right now, where you have determination and passion and desire to live your best life and reach into that. And just, it's like the nectar of life. You're realizing, I come first. I cannot feed anybody from an empty table. Everybody back the hell off. Let me get a little bit of my vitamin supplements, get some oxygen. Again, I feel like you people, you might be some shallow breathers in there. I feel all of a sudden my chest getting tight. I'm telling you, deep breaths help us regain so much sanity. It goes to all our vital organs. It helps expand them. Our heart, our lungs, intestines, everything expands and relax with deep breaths. So do that for yourself, because I feel like right now what you're thinking was an experience, like maybe on your behalf, is a learning process. We're not meant to know everything, okay? You're stepping into this beautiful knowledge that I'm learning, and with learning comes insight and comes knowledge, and your creativity is growing, and you're really stepping into this state where you're going to be acknowledged for your effort. It's important. Sometimes we're like, why are we plugging away so hard? Now you're going to know why, because people, places, and things are going to start to align for you. There is this significant stage in your learning process right now, where you're going to start to get the answers and things are going to make sense and you're going to feel good. You're going to relax into that energy and know there's no more push, there's no more struggle. It's just the ebb and flow now. You're allowing, and that's a very important process of life. Allowing. You have time, and it's very beautiful. And you're going to get, I'm feeling like this statement, now that you know everything will work out as it needs to, you are going to hold a space of gratitude as you watch all these miracles unfold, because it's your time. And I'm very excited for that group 3. And you deserve it. You do deserve it. You've had some struggles. Now it's your time to reap these rewards. So love and light to you. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to press like and subscribe. And welcome. And all my links are down below. If you need a private read, check out my Etsy store. The Goddess Provisions box is off the hook. All the goodies. If you want to help support my channel, my Patreon page, everything is down there. Love and light.